What's happening, financial coaches? It's Pete here. I want to read to you another chapter from my book, Be Discovered, How to Market Your Financial Coaching Business. We are now on chapter 14, and it says how you should name your business. Popular question. Let's discuss the $1 million question. I hope it's a $1 million question for you eventually. What should you name your financial coaching company? Now, I could give you the answer straight away, but where's the fun in that? Plus, you might think I'm pulling your leg or trying to sell you a bridge in Brooklyn. So you're starting your own financial coaching practice and racking your brain for the perfect name, something clever, catchy, and inspiring. I've seen some real doozies like Rise from the Ashes of Divorce Financial Coaching or Go Beyond Financial Coaching, and you're thinking, hey, I want a name like that. So you spend hours, days, maybe even weeks brainstorming only to find out there are already 300 other companies with the same or similar names. You see people on Facebook groups begging for suggestions, and it's like watching a dog chase its own tail, a whole lot of effort with no real progress. I'll admit, I've been guilty of the name game myself. When I started, I had a coaching practice called Right-Sized Money because I believed there weren't hard rules for overspending or underspending. You just needed to be right spending. It was all about personalized guidance and finding the sweet spot for each individual. But as my business evolved, so did my name. But here's my advice. Brace yourself because this might sound too simple to be true. Ready? Use your own name and financial coaching. Yep, that's it. Ron Glass Financial Coaching. Larry Appleton Financial Coaching. You get the idea. Why, you ask? Because nobody, and I mean nobody, hires or fires a financial coach based on their company name. People want to work with the person behind the brand, the expert who will guide them through the financial wilderness. And if that's you, especially as a sole proprietor, keeping it simple and straightforward is the way to go. When your clients are on the phone or email you, they know exactly who they're talking to. It gives them that warm, fuzzy feeling knowing they're dealing with the real deal, the person who knows their stuff. And let's be real, that matters most in this business. Plus, by using your own name, you're saving yourself a ton of time and headaches. No more word generators, trademark searches, or other mind-numbing tasks that distract you from what matters, getting clients and changing lives. And here's the beauty of it all. You can always change your name later, just like I did. So don't sweat it if Gretchen Wiener's financial coaching isn't totally fetch. Focus on building your business, serving your clients, and making a difference. The rest will fall into place. All right, first thing I got to address here is, where did I get these names? Ron Glass Financial Coaching. You got to be of a certain age to remember some of that, but Ron Glass, I think, was the fake boyfriend of Marsha Brady in one of the Brady Bunch episodes. Larry Appleton was one of my favorite characters in Perfect Strangers. Larry Appleton and Balki Bartakamus. He would always say it like, Larry Appleton. I always loved that. Oh, Bronson Pinchot. What a genius. And then the last one, Gretchen Wiener's Financial Coaching. Isn't totally fetch, huh? Remember that from Mean Girls? Not the remake of Mean Girls, who I think also had the same name, but that was from the original one. Now, I bring this all up because I don't mind if you have another financial coaching company name. I mean, it's hardly an issue. If you already have it, then run with it. But I feel like, as I mentioned, so many people struggle with this because they want something that sounds big. I even write a chapter, I think it might be the next one, about looking big. But if you have one that's called like Pinnacle Financial Coaching, and I get on the phone with you and I'm like, hey, John Doe, so tell me about financial coaching. And one of my things is if the name doesn't match the name of the person that I'm working with, how do I know who you are in the company? If I call the Dave Ramsey organization and Dave Ramsey answers, I know I'm talking to the top dog, you know what I'm saying? But if I call Pinnacle Financial Coaching and John Doe answers, and even if he's the top dog, I don't know that. You're kind of giving yourself a little bit of a disadvantage right out of the gate for no reason. So if I were to name a financial coaching company myself right now, it'd be Peter Waitzman Financial Coaching. Like I said, I've kind of gone through an evolution of this, but right now my company is called Expedition Money, and that's because I've evolved it from the previous names, and I kind of believe money isn't just a destination or a point in time we're trying to get to. It's an expedition. The whole thing, the whole process, the lifelong process of money has to be the project, not just trying to get to one single point, getting out of debt, getting a credit score that you want, saving a certain amount of money, et cetera, et cetera. So hopefully that makes it easier on you because I see people spending months on this because they want to make sure they can get something trademarked, or they don't want something that sounds too much like someone else, or they want something that identifies their niche. Honestly, and I think Kate Grayson mentioned it in our interview that she thinks people are trying to pick their niches too early. I totally agree. I see this because I know that there is some advantage on having a niche, but some people just take that way too literally and think that you need to do that beforehand. I know so many people that have businesses, not just in financial coaching, but just businesses. And I'm just thinking about them in the totality. And so many of them have made so many pivots to get to where they are. If I think about the people that I know right now that have big, successful businesses, most of them are not doing what they set out to do on day one. And I'm thinking of like a buddy of mine who works for $1 billion company, has $1 billion company under his belt. Another one has $100 million company under his belt. There are so many people who have gotten into something thinking, hey, this is the market that I'm going after. Find out that there is demand and need and money coming from somewhere else, and they pivot and they move. And some of them, honestly, don't look anything like their original business. I could tell you a story about a buddy of mine who has a company, and the name of the company is so confusing to what they do because of how far they've drifted from kind of their original work. And that's not bad. It also shows you how little the company name means when the company name itself is a business that they aren't in at all. And so nobody cares. Nobody cares. They're great at what they do. They've got tons of clients, tons of big Fortune 500 companies that toss them a bunch of money, and no one sits there and says, you know what? It's weird. The name of your business doesn't sound like what you do, or it doesn't have a sexy sounding name or anything, right? Doesn't matter. Honestly, no one cares. In fact, the only thing that really matters is you doing coaching and doing a good job and creating results and making people happy and changing lives. And I didn't say anything about the beauty of your website, the name, the insurance, the corporate status, any of that stuff. So don't sweat it too much. And if you are spending any time on this, just like I said, stop, name it after yourself, move along. Hopefully that helps. I'll see you later.